Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. If you're new here, make sure you guys hit that bell icon and subscribe. We go over the crypto news, the analysis. We're gonna go over the news for today, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, as well as get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns. So without any further ado, let's bring the action. And of course, the top story, Blackrock has bought over $200 million worth of Ethereum this week. Rumors point to staking ETF approval in 2 weeks. And I feel like I've seen this movie before. And how does the movie go? The movie goes like this. There's something scary news event that takes place in the market. The markets are devastated. Then BlackRock is buying cryptocurrency. And then the market rises, and then retail then buys after that point. I've seen this movie. I don't know. How many times have I seen this movie before? 5, 10, 15, 20 times? They don't even change the lyrics of the song. It's just the same song, different verse. Latest ETH Bitcoin fell to 0.018, the lowest since January of 2020 per Glassnode. And again, I don't know, do you guys want to buy when things are at the all-time low or at the all-time high? And I think that this is indicative of what is going to happen for Ethereum. But we're going to get into that a little bit later on when we look at the analysis of the charts, because I have my opinions on that. Update for status confirm. Funds on Sui have been moved to a trust wallet. Funds will stay secure until return to users. So this is a big deal, I guess. You know, this is just updates along the Cetus hack, which of course affected Sui. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. And this is kind of a big deal as well. Uphold announced that they are launching direct deposits on Uphold, and it comes with rewards up to 4% APY cashback on XRP. This isn't like a sponsored thing or anything like that. I use Uphold, and they were in the trenches in 2022. They were one of the only ones that I saw where they didn't pause withdrawals, and they were one of the only exchanges that I'm aware of back in 2022 when the feet were to the fire with XRP, that they continue to allow customers to buy XRP. So I thought that this was a big deal, and this is a big deal in the transition of the merging of the financial system with the blockchain system and making it one whole thing. And I'm excited for it. So this is just something, you know, nothing is everything, but everything is something. Saylor on JRE, perhaps. Michael Saylor tweeted to Joe Rogan. He said, "Let's talk about Bitcoin." And I want to ask you guys in the comments, like, how big of a deal would you think it would be on a scale of 1 to 10 if Michael Saylor were to go on the Joe Rogan podcast? Let me know in the comments below, how big of a deal on a scale of 1 to 10 do you think that this would be? I think it's a pretty big deal if that were to happen. ETH and Solana staking ETFs could be approved in June. According to Bloomberg analysts, these ETFs skip the 19B-4 proceeds may be approved in weeks. And again, it's the narrative that is crazy to me, that institutions have ruined alt season. And it's like, as if ETH and Solana staking are not pending approval. As if Solana, XRP, ADA, spot ETFs is not pending approval. The narrative does not match the facts. But let me know what you guys think. And with that, let's get into the charts and the crypto. We're going to go over first XRP or Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Then we're going to get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns, and we'll start reacting with the chat. So as of right now, it is May 31st, 2025, Bitcoin is sitting at $104,000. Had a pretty steep correction from the breakout that we had of an all-time high, and people are ready to end it. They're done with crypto, and the disbelief continues of like, see, I told you. This is the feeling, right? See, I told you. This all-time high was just a fake one. I told you, I knew better. I'm out. I'm done. 7% pullback for Bitcoin. You know, after doing, what was it again? Oh, right. 8 years of stock market gains in 39 days. 49% in 39 days. And having a pullback of 7%, and that's it. But in my opinion, all this is a breakout all-time high, back test of the prior range, and we're clearly seeing a bit of support here. I would like to see it chop a little bit. We're about to get a cross to the upside on Bitcoin. I've said I don't think that Bitcoin is the play. Bitcoin to me is not the play. In my opinion, Bitcoin goes somewhere between 138,000 and it might go as high as 270,000. Great. Whoop-dee. To me, that's not the play. The play is Ethereum, which we're going to talk about right now. And the altcoins, specifically the altcoins and the real deal, true alt season of sorts. This is what it feels like. The emotional warfare from the apex predators continues. The scary narratives from Trump. Meanwhile, it's the old sleight of hand. Meanwhile, Blackrock is buying $200 million worth of Ethereum. Probably nothing. I feel like I've seen this movie time and time again. But let's take a look at what we see from Ethereum. What we've had is a big downtrend, accumulation, break from the downtrend. You had a micro little bull flag. This broke to the upside, and now we're getting a macro bull flag. And again, people are freaking out, ready to jump ship. Ethereum pulls back 11.252%, and call it, pack it up, boys. See you in 4 years. And we forgot that, oh yeah, they were up 100% in 39 days. 100% in 39 days and pulling back to the top of the range, making another higher low. Pack it up, boys, because that's what this is. We didn't even make a micro. Like when I zoom in here, it didn't even take out this low over here. But what do we have? We have an uptrend. We have higher highs. We have higher lows. This is a massive bull flag. The same thing that Bitcoin did. And I've talked about this. Bitcoin dominance still struggling, getting above the 702. This is a great sign. This is a great thing. And it looks like we're about to cross to the downside again. What I want to see, by the way, we made a micro lower low, as we can see here. I want to see a macro one getting to 62%. All that it's going to take is Ethereum getting to $3,000, which it looks primed to do, in my opinion. And just retail, I just love it. Like, if you look at my comment section, retail is done. They have this feeling of like, see, I knew better than to have hope. I knew it. I knew that we were going to have a pullback, and pack it up, boys. See you in 4 years. ETFs ruined alt season. Trump. It's just like the same cycle over and over and over and over again. Meanwhile, Ethereum is making higher lows. Didn't even make a micro lower low here. Did not even take that out. And finding support again at the bottom of the range. So we'll see if this time when it gets to the top of the range, in all likelihood, 2,800 is probably the next micro little move that it's going to make. We'll see if it actually breaks out from the bull flag or not. But if it does, in my opinion, that's all that is going to be required to take Bitcoin dominance back to 62%. And then we'll look at XRP. XRP, to me, is at a pretty big critical level here and was flirting with breaking below it. And it also made a higher low and seems to have a little bit of support here. I anticipate a little bit of a micro retracement to $2.43 in the next few weeks for XRP. This has been a pretty critical level all the way. I mean, dating even way back over here, we could go back. But this was accumulation. The bottom is already in for XRP, in my opinion. I have my targets here if we're lucky, which it doesn't look like we're going to be lucky. $1.80 is a good place to where I'm going to start accumulating spot. If not, I still have my longs in, and we'll see if we find support off of here. But with that, let's get into your guys' questions, comments, concerns.